Hello there, welcome to PictureThisNewMedia. My name is Halal Ernie, and we are going to be going over tomorrow's new comic book day haul recommendations. Got a list here on leagueofcomicgeeks.com, and they're going to show the new ones, and I'm going to say which ones are worth it to me, and which ones I think should be worth it to my viewers. So we've got quite a few bit to go through here. I'm gonna go through number ones, even if I don't recommend them, just so you can get an idea of what's out there. But yeah, let's get started with this first row. I can guarantee you not one of these are gonna be on my recommendations list. Flash, hard pass. Nightwing, hard pass. Amazing Spider-Man, big hard pass. DC's World Finest, Batman and Superman's World's Finest. That one might be worth it to some Batman and Superman fans, but not to me. Wonder Woman Goddess Mode, hard pass. Dawn of DC Superman number 2. This one I heard might have some good story in it, but not for me. She-Hulk, just like the show, hard pass. Star Wars and Darth Vader, issue number 32. The writers on there, I'm completely done with Star Wars for now. Next up is Punisher, issue number 10 by Marvel Studios. I'm going to do a hard pass on that. Catwoman number 53, I'm going to do a pass, but I do kind of recommend this one, especially if you like Punchline like I do. That one is actually coinciding with the Punchline series. Might be worth it if you like Punchline, so I'll give that as a want. But next up is Marvel's Carnage, issue number 11, and this one by Marvel Comics is an absolute treasure. I love Venom, usually, Venom comics. Spider-Man is hit or miss on some of the IPs, but this one, it's got the crazed murderer that this symbiote has pretty much chosen to be with, so yeah, it makes a pretty interesting conundrum for Marvel, because they have to do things they're not comfortable with this certain character, and they're doing decent job, enough to keep me around for 11 issues. Next up is Batman, One Bad Day, Ra's al Ghul. Why won't Batman save the world? Sorry. Why won't Batman save the world? For centuries, Ra's al Ghul has wanted to save the Earth from the worst of humankind, and for centuries he has failed. Recently, his greatest obstacle has been the Dark Knight detective Batman. Ra's offered Batman a chance to be a part of his new world, but Batman refused. For years, their Cold War has raged, but Ra's will have no more. Ra's will remove Batman from the equation and save the world by recreating it in his image and bringing the peace and prosperity to all good-hearted souls of this earth deserves. Don't miss this epic tragedy of an all-star creative team: Tom Taylor and Ivan Reis, there we go. Ivan Reis and Tom Taylor. So it seems that there might be some good writers in here, good artists. Yeah. This one actually looks like a good one, and it's not a Black Label property too. So Batman fans, definitely get this one. It is $7.99, so it will be a little bit more expensive than what you're used to, but it's got 60 pages. The ratings aren't looking the greatest, but we'll see. We'll see what this holds. I might get this one. I might. Next up is Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, issue number 7. I'm gonna do a skip. Storm of Brotherhood Mutants, hard pass. It's a Sinister property though, so fans of that might like it. Next up is Monstrous, issue number 44. I will recommend with 2 thumbs up. Definitely get that one. If you're not caught up, catch up first, because you're not going to know what the hell's going on. Next up is IDW's Publishing's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue number 138, Skip. Marvel's Marauders, which is an X-Men property, I'm going to do skip. Swamp Thing, Green Hell, issue number 3, I'm going to skip personally, but I heard some good things, so I'll recommend it to my viewers. Doctor Strange, issue number 1, I am going to skip, but we'll read what it's about. The Life of Doctor Strange, Change Your Reality. Steven is back, reunited with Clea and Wong. It's back to business as usual for the Sorcerer Supreme. Have your children fallen into a deep nightmarish slumber? Are demonic refugees invading your home? Is your husband possessed by a satanic entity? So it seems like they're rebooting Doctor Strange. I don't think people liked what was going on before. Nobody liked Clay. Only these people liked Clay. Clay was awful. Clea, or whatever the hell her name is. Looks like there's mixed reviews on there. I am definitely going to not get this, but if you are a Doctor Strange fan, an original Doctor Strange fan, this might be good for you, and so I'll recommend it to Doctor Strange fans, original Doctor Strange fans, but not Clea fans. Clea fans can fuck off. Next up is Vanish by Image Comics, issue number 5. I am going to recommend this one. I didn't get the chance to catch up on it. I don't even think I got this one, but definitely what I read before, really top tier stuff. Got Donnie Gates in there. He's really good writer. Can't go wrong with Vanish and Image Comics. Usually never let you down. They've only let me down like I can count on like maybe one hand on how many comics let me down by Image Comics. Spider-Man: The Lost Hunt, issue number 5 by Marvel. Skip. Might be good for teenagers, but not for Spider-Man fans. Next up is Grimm, issue number 9. I am going to skip, but I highly recommend it. I am so out of order with this comic book. I'm gonna end up getting the trade paperback. So yeah, highly recommend this one. Really good. Next up is Undiscovered Country by Image Comics. Well, this one's by Boom Studios, but this one is by Image Comics. Undiscovered Country. It's a really good all-American like horror comic with powers. It's supernatural. It's great. I need to catch up with it, so I do recommend it. Next up is Scorch by Image Comics. You got your team of Spawn characters in the Spawn universe doing some Spawn shit. Highly recommend it. It's only $2.99 as well, so great deal. Next up, Black Adam, issue number 9, skip. Wasp, issue number 3, skip. Extreme X-Men, skip. I'm surprised they're still calling it X-Men. Awesome. Joe Fixit, skip, but I'm gonna recommend it to Joe Fixit fans. I think they're not ruining it. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Monica Rambeau, Photon, issue number 4. Hard pass. Next up, Blue Book, issue number 2. Can't recommend this one enough, especially if you're a conspiracy alien fan. This has true real life stories of what people have experienced when it comes to aliens and abductions. So again, it's true through their eyes and through their stories, but it makes for great entertainment. Next up is, and the art's not that bad as well. It's Dark Horse Comics quality. Next up is Harley Quinn, Legion of Bats, animated series. I heard it has nothing to do with what the animated series was, so hard pass. Gargoyles, issue number 4 by Dynamite Entertainment and Disney. Recommend, especially to Gargoyle fans. Great art, really good art on there. Boom Studios, Damn Them All. I will recommend this one, but I'm gonna skip personally. I haven't seen the intro or seem to catch up with it, but yeah, we'll recommend it. Give me a second, guys. Okay, next up is Inferno Girl Red, issue number 3 by Image Comics. I'm going to skip it personally, but I do recommend it to my fans. Really good story. It has women empowerment, but not this kind of women empowerment. You know, actual women characters that are likable. Next up is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue number 106, hard pass. Next up is Legion of Bloom, issue number 1 by DC Comics. I am going to pass on that one. It is $9.99, and I don't think it has anything I care about. It looks like a Poison Ivy thing. But next, let's see here. It's got it's a few stories into one. Okay. So how do you announce winter is coming at an end? You spring it to them. Welcome to springtime with the celebration of DC's greenest and greatest. As the flowers bloom, breathe in the swamp, things smell. Yeah, it's just a bunch of short stories. If you like these characters, it might be good for you, but if you're like me, I'm gonna pass on this one. Next up is Marvel Comics Women of Marvel, issue number 1. Seems like a one-shot. I'm gonna do a hard pass on this. It has all basically your Marvel superheroes like Black Cat, American Chavez, Miss Marvel, and unfortunately it has my girl Silk on there. Yeah, I guess it's about time that I stop being a fan of Silk. Unfortunately, I don't know. If these writers keep getting involved with Silk, I'm gonna end up leaving. Next up is Tiger Division, issue number 5 by Marvel Comics. I'm going to skip that one, but it looks interesting. It looks cute. Next up is Plush by Image Comics. I'm going to recommend. I don't know if they're carrying it anymore in my comic book shop, lame, but yeah, it's about a group of murderous furries. It's very entertaining. Next up is the Magic Order Magic Order 4, issue number 3 by Image Comics. I'll recommend it, especially if you're Magic Order fans. Yeah, it looks really neat. Next up is IDW's Earth Divers. Hard pass, agenda base, silly, garbage, just garbage. Next up is Neighbors by Boom Studios. Janet and Oliver Gowdy move into a quaint mountain town. Their daughter Casey becomes part of a horrific chain of events, revealing that their neighbors aren't anything but what they seem. What? Soon as an unsettling old woman named Agnes fixates on Janet and Oliver's daughter, 2-year-old Isabel, it becomes clear that it's impossible to know who to trust or who is even still human. So it's got Irish and English folklore, mythology, and a perfect tale for fans of Eat the Rich and Nice House on the Lake. I do not like the characters, the way they're drawn. I hate it. I absolutely hate the way the characters are drawn. But I will give this a chance. The story intrigues me. The story really, really intrigues me. And the covers actually look pretty good too. But come on. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this one, and I recommend you do as well. Boom Studios Neighbors. Next up, by Image Comics, is Dead Romans issue number 1. Miniseries premiere by Image Comics. Arminius, a Germanic prince raised in Rome, has sworn vengeance against the empire that butchers his people. He wants to make a queen of the woman he loves, Honoria, a fellow slave. Now 50,000 Romans will die to give her a throne she never asked for or wanted. Well, that sounds really awesome, actually. I'm gonna pull that one for sure. Definitely some good Ramadan reading material. Next up is Dune, House of Harkonnen, issue number 3. By Boom Studios. Duncan trains to be the legendary fighter he is destined to become, while Baron Harkonnen clashes with the fearsome Bene Gesserit and the enemy within his degenerative disease. Meanwhile, the Ix Uprising is in desperate need of aid, especially after his young fertile women began to disappear. Highly recommend this one, especially if you are a fan of the Harkonnen or Dune series. They're doing it absolute respect. I love it. Next up is DC Comics Milestone 30th Anniversary. Celebrating 30 years. If you're a Milestone fan, this is for you. I am not. There's got Icon, Rocket, Daisy, Watkins, and Static. None of these people I know or care about. So $10 for you guys, for the fans. Next up is Avengers Rage of Ultron by Marvel Comics. Ultron's full robotic rage is unleashed as we celebrate the legacy of the House of Ideas with Marvel Tales. This anthology series shines a spotlight on a fan favorite character, features timeless stories, and highlights some of Marvel's most impressive talent from past decades. In Avengers Rage of Ultron, an original graphic novel from blockbuster team Rick Remender, Jerome Pena, and Pepe Larraz, classic victory for the Avengers become a nightmare years later. Ultron's the homicidal artificial intelligence so long devoted to ending life on Earth has found a new world to conquer. One with its own horrific legacy. When Titan, birthplace of Thanos, falls, planet Ultron rises in its place. I mean, it's got a decent writer. I don't know much about the artist. Not something I'm interested in. I'm not an Avengers fan. Let me know if you're an Avengers fan and you think this looks cool. Next up is Torrent, issue number 2. Now, I did get surprised by this one, and I got it because of Elden Ring and the things named Torrent, but it actually turned out pretty cute. This is a very interesting superhero who's a superhero by day and a family by night, but her family is no more. Her family is no more. And now we're gonna see what she does next. So yeah, can't wait to see this revenge tale. Next up is Vampirella Strikes by Dynamite Entertainment. I highly recommend this one. It's a really good series and absolutely awesome for the murderous rage that you love Vampirella for. Next up, Door to Door, Night by Night, Skip, Nightwalker, Skip, but recommend. Exo Man of War Unconquered by Valiant Comics. Haven't heard from them in a while. Warrior, Slave, Liberator, King, Ariak, and Dacia has saved many lives. Now his past, present, and future collide as Valiant's Exo Man of War returns an unforgettable new series. So, Man of War fans, he is alone in space and stranded on a distant world, battered and defiant but never defeated. Put the king back on his throne as Man of War charts epic. Okay, they do a lot of weird bullet points on this one. So, yeah, it might be worth it since this is an old series. Exo Man of War fans, I recommend you pull it. I do recommend you pull it. Let's see what this writer is all about, though. We got two writers in here for some weird reason. Becky. Becky. I don't know about you, Becky. I do not know about Becky. But let's see. What about Michael? Michael. Oof. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this fares out. Not too excited about Becky's involvement in this. But who knows? Who knows? I'll give it a chance. She did a hack slash before, so, and a couple Red Sonias and Isola. Isola is really good. She did Shadow Man. I don't know. I'll give it a chance. Next up is Dynamite's Lord of the Jungle. I'm gonna skip, but I do recommend to Tarzan fans, Rick and Morty, hard pass. Gru, Gods Against Gru, I'm gonna do a hard pass, but I do recommend it to Gru fans. Frank Frazetta's Dawn Attack, I am going to skip, but I highly recommend it, especially to Frank Frazetta's fans. Really good series, really great art. Immortal Sergeant, I'm gonna skip, but I do recommend it, especially for detective fans. Red Sonja, Hell Sonja by Dynamite Entertainment. I do highly recommend that one. Really good. Really good series. Really good story. Really great art. Really beautiful art. Next up is Rebellion AD 2324. I'm gonna do a hard pass on that one. Chillin' Adventures presents Pop's Chocolate Shop of Horrors by Archie Comics. I am going to pass on this one, but I'll read it. Pop Tates is glue holding Riverdale together, whether everyone realizes it or not. His chocolate shop is the beating heart of the city, where everyone can stop by a delicious bite. It's a Archie horror comic book. Okay, that's all it is. Might be good for teenagers to get them into the whole horror thing, but it's just something that I loved Archie growing up, but I just not gonna read it. I'm just not gonna read this comic. You know, it doesn't catch my interest. But Order and Outrage Might by Dark Horse Comics. Gene manipulation has always been solely for those who can afford the expensive prenatal treatments. Income determines status and more importantly, survival. If your genes have not been optimized, the order has no use for you. You are non-essential, less than, to be eliminated. Everything is geared to keeping the ship of state sailing along smoothly, no matter the cost. But in every totalitarian system lies the seed of rebellion, independence, and outrage. I got these questions too. We'll see what this holds. It might be a little bit race baiting, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it. It also looks supernatural, so I don't know. There's even a Yoda-looking motherfucker in there. So Yoda, Doctor Doom, and Wakanda Forever mixed together. I don't know if this is gonna be great. The writer is Jim Starlin. Let's see what he's done. He's done a lot of old stuff. You know, I have a good feeling about this one. I do. I really do. Next up is Ethers by SourcePoint Press. Where do souls go when they don't belong anywhere else? Journey to the ethers, searching for the answers in this introspective character study about pain and self-loathing for fans of tales of the afterlife, such as The Lovely Bones and 80 After Death. Following the Valerie's passing, she finds herself navigating an unknown and perilous world. She tells her story through poetry and narration as she experiences her surroundings while calling her past life trauma and why she believes she deserves to be there. Looks cool enough. It's a one shot. It's $4.99. I'd say give it a chance. Excuse my funny noises out of my mouth there. Next up is The Curse of Cleaver County by SourcePoint Press. This sounds a lot like something else, but it looks cool enough. A lot of really cool covers, cool variants. 126 pools. Set in one of the deadliest fictional locations in the world, The Curse of Cleaver County is an ongoing anthology series. Yeah, see, I knew I remembered it. Hooked of Harlow. Curse of... Yeah, I know I heard Cleaver County somewhere, but I don't remember where. Jennifer Harlow heads home to celebrate the sale of her father's business. The dark secret from Port Harlow's past are about to resurface that threaten everything her family's built over the last 150 years. This looks actually pretty cool. I like blue-haired characters. I just don't like blue-haired people in real life. But yeah, this one looks really cool. I think I'm gonna get this one. It's $4.99, what you normally get from SourcePoint Press, but looks really cool. I'll recommend it to my readers. I am a big Godzilla fan. I love Gahydra. This is the best of. I'm not gonna go over it, but I am going to recommend it. I'm not gonna pull it. It's just not gonna pull it. By Coffin Comics, I don't think I'm going to get it, but if it does come to my local my comic book shop, I will recommend this to my fans. Pop Scars by Sumerian Comics. Pop Scars is a gritty Hollywood revenge story about a vigilante badass in a pink ski mask and famous Hollywood movie producer she is out to kill, who also happens to be her estranged father. In Hollywood, revenge is best served in front of an audience as our pink ski mask killer pushes her way through a Hollywood crowd prepared to take her shot at the movie producer father. She's quickly swept into a brand new revenge plot orchestrated by her own unsuspecting target. Sounds cool. Sounds like she also has daddy issues. Patrick O'Malley. Let's see if it's the writer's hang-ups. I can't tell. You know, I don't know if I'll give it a chance. I'll recommend it to my readers and watchers, but I'm not gonna pull it myself. Not interested. Not that interested in that comic book plot. Next up is We Wicked Ones by Scout Comics. After being orphaned in mass witch burning orchestrated by the US government, Celia Jordan grew up to be Washington, D.C.'s darkest secret. She now wreaks havoc as a city residence witch and its most sought after contract killer. When a politician hires her to kill a beloved and powerful superhero, Celia hesitates, but not for long. No one has been able to catch her yet. Why would they now? Featuring a breathtaking cover by world-renowned artist David Mack. It's pretty cool. I think it's worth giving a chance. I'll pull it. A lot of good number ones out this week. Darkland by Scout Comics. I wasn't able to get issues 1. I wasn't able to get issues 3 and 4, so I think I'm going to skip this one. Let me know if you got this one under my recommendation and what you think of it, because I do not remember this one. I remember I have this cover, but I don't remember what happened. I really don't remember what happened. That's not good. But I remember I liked it, I just don't remember what happened. Oh shit. Oops. Excuse me. Alright. Next up, by CEX Publishing, is Comic Experience Sereno, issue number 1. Meet Sereno, a mystic master of light and guardian of the Nutea, a city, NT, a city where magic and science intertwine. By night, an avatar collective paranoia. Jesus Christ. An avatar collective paranoia, a shepherd of nightmares, and a cult of hate are just the start of an evil conspiracy transforming the city. Can Sereno fight back while keeping a superior cat burglar ruffian from stealing his heart? Yeah. I'm good on this one. Not my scene. Can't even get through the description of that, let alone probably reading it. Titan Books, Mortuary, Clockwork and Expertise. It looks actually pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to come to my comic book shop, but if it does, I will get it if it has a number 1. Next up is Fallen. I don't think we're going to get that one. We don't get Red 5s, but Firstborns, The Firstborns by Sumerian Comics. I do recommend this one, but it's not the greatest. If you like rock, you're gonna like it more, but it's just not the best out there, especially by Sumerian. Got a lot better ones to choose from. Next up is Zombicide Day 1, issue number 3. It's a horror comic. It's cheesy. It's there. Next up is Monsters of Metal, My Bloody Valentine. Written by director and visual effects artist Jason Lee Howden. Monsters of Metal. Let's see, I don't even know what this is. Is it art? Is it... So they're monsters on tour playing heavy metal. Just keep on doing Frank Frazetta's, guys, please. Stuff like that. That sounds dumb. Antarctic Press Gold Digger. I don't know anything about it, so I'm gonna skip it. I don't know how they're doing Superman things. Next up is Deep Park by SourcePoint Press. Erica is looking for a mythical deep dark, hoping it sheds answers on her past. Instead, she finds herself in a world of gods and monsters where all the horrors of myth and legend are very real. I hope that the interior isn't like this cover. The placement of the body and the head, I don't know. Looks alright. There's not enough description here for me to pull it, but if I have enough money, or if I want to, I guess, this one will be pulled. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna be pulling this one. If you pulled this one and got it, let me know in the comments if you like it. That's Deep Dark by SourcePoint Press. Next up is Zinscope, Phoenix Files, issue number 2. I'll recommend it to Phoenix Files fans, but I'm going to do a hard pass. Exciting Comics, a hard pass. Bell from Beyond. I really wish that they continued like the Banshee shit and stuff, but we'll see. A wickedness has been spreading throughout the world of the greater Grimm universe, and no one will be left untouched. A Belle's life is pulled into this cosmic conflict. She must investigate a distress beacon sent to her from Chip that reveals a whole new level of beast, more insidious and deadly than anything she's ever faced before. $5.99. Like I said, I really wish they continued with issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because all I'm getting is these one-shots, and for 32 pages at $5.99, you're not going to get very much story, and you're not going to get very much of an ending. I got the Banshee stuff, and I really wanted more. I wanted more. So if you're a Zenescope fan and you like Belle a lot, I'll recommend this one for you, but I'm going to do a pass on this one. Although I would rather get Belle over Deep Dark. That's just judging by the cover. I think we got one more here. So we got Antarctic Press, Atonement Bell by Red 5, Changelings, and Ninja High School is coming out. I do not know if we're going to get Wave Blue World Inc., so I'm not going to cover it. Ben Mortara and the Thieves of the Golden Table. Action mystery abound as Professor Ben Mortara embarks on yet another globe-trotting archaeological adventure. In this issue, Ben is presented with a career-defining opportunity to solve the mystery of the Map of Suleiman, a map that reveals the location of a powerful treasure. Ben is accompanied by Salman, his mysterious benefactors, trusty and resourceful assistant Suleiman and Salman. Together they explore ancient palace defenses and secret chambers in search of a map, staying one step ahead of many forces that seek the treasure and its power for themselves. So this obviously looks like it's meant for children and teenagers. I am going to do a hard pass on this, but if you have teenagers that are getting into comic books, this might be a good starter, or if you want them to get into comic books, this is going to be a good starter for sure. I will recommend this one to the kiddos. Other than that, we've got Black Clover coming out, that came out the day before yesterday. We got some webtoons. Got these other ones that you could check out on leagueofcomics.com. And with that being said, that's going to do it here for Picture This New Media, New Comic Book Day recommendations. I hope you guys have yourself a great rest of your day and enjoy tomorrow's New Comic Book Day.